Lamentation or complaint. I am only trying to prepare our people for what is to come. You are being prepared for what is to come. The time has come to separate the chaff from the wheat itself. Our march is very, very near. The enemies are trembling, they are quaking, they are doing all they can to try to stop us. But they have failed very woefully. And they will continue to fail. But I want to tell you that we are getting attacks from everywhere. From everywhere all over the world. And very soon, they will buy over some of you. Some of you, they will buy some of you over. The spirit of Yasika and the Ifajuna are still in some of you. When the time comes, they will buy you over. I am not doing this program tonight to ask all of you to be strong. I am doing it to remind you, not that if they succeed in buying you over, you're not going to stop what we're doing. You can't. You cannot. Not in a trillion years. But I need you to appreciate one very simple fact. That at the end of this very race, everybody will testify that indeed the same God of Israel, of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the same God of Ehiri in Aguleri, the same God of Umweri, the same God of Ora-Eri, the same God of Owe-Eri, the same God of Arochukwu. Not if you look at the true God, one true God. You will know that indeed, not only is he omnipotent, that same God is the owner of this very agitation. No human being can stop it. We have enemies, and we need to be very, very careful, both within and without. Very, very careful. The next 2 weeks will be very pivotal. Next 2 weeks will be very, very important. in the life, or should I say, in this very mission that we have embarked upon. The devil will do everything. And you are going to watch spectacularly how we are going to destroy and shame the enemy. And at the end, every glory and adoration will belong to God and not to man. Now let us go and tell you what is happening that some of you do not understand. I want those of you who are hardcore, those who we are chosen before we are born. There were some people who we are chosen before they were born to agitate for Biafra restoration. This is a message for you. Those who from their mother's womb they were born to do this very work. You must be very, very strong. Because Biafra will open the eyes of black people all over the world. Because Biafra will mean that blacks from America, blacks from the Caribbean, from Southern America, they will all flood into Africa. It will be like the time that Yeshua was born. Biafra is like a light, a beacon. They will follow it. They will say, let us go and see what is happening there. That is what these neo-colonialists do not want. They don't want Biafra to come. I am telling our people so they understand. The mountains, I didn't say what mountain, the mountains in front of us that we need to overcome. And for us to overcome it, we need to be very strong mentally, mental strength. Just like when you're doing anything in life, and it appears as if you are being buffeted from everywhere. That is the time that you no longer rely on willpower or your muscles. You go to your brain to endure and to persevere and to keep going until you overcome. That is the stage we are in right now. To make sure that our brain is in gear to confront everything the Janjaweed has to throw at us. We don't have money. Their budget is over $20 billion to fight us. They can bribe Facebook. They can buy them off. They can do anything they like. They can come to some of you and bribe you off. They can promise you what you've never had before. They can give you maybe a house in Dubai. They can promise you a vehicle. They can tell you, oh, we'll make you vice president. They can promise you anything to make sure that you're like them. But this very IPOB, this very hardcore, is not going to move. And I will tell you why we can't move. As lamentation or complaint, I am only trying to prepare our people for what is to come. You are being prepared for what is to come. The time has come to separate the chaff from the wheat itself. Our march is very, very near. The enemies are trembling, they are quaking, they are doing all they can.
They don't know the money is outside. In 2 minutes, this nonsense will stop. Who is this idiot? Who is the bagger?
Very woeful.
That will speak when I'm talking. Who is the fool? Who is the idiot? I ask. That I give an order in the east and any idiot will counter it. Who is the bastard? I'm asking you. Nobody can.
Sir, are you?
I'm not the KANU. Who is the idiot? They don't know the KANU is outside. In 2 minutes, this nonsense will stop. Who is the idiot? Who is the bagger? That will speak when I'm talking. Who is the fool? Who is the idiot? I ask. That I give an order in the east and any idiot will counter it. Who is the bastard? I'm asking you. Nobody can.
Sir, are you?
I'm not the KANU. Who is the idiot?
Come on, no, not at all. What should I do? It's what we expect to have. But I want our people to be very calm. I want Biafra land to be calm and peaceful. Calm.
Good evening and good night, good morning, depending on the time zone. This is Biafra Alpha Power Media International, and we're reaching you out from United Kingdom. It's 29 minutes on top of the hour here, 9 p.m. in the United Kingdom. Presumably the same 29 minutes on top of the hour in the Holy Land of Biafra. My apologies. This evening, a lot has happened. And because I scheduled this program, I have to come on air tonight. But to be fair, been a bit of a struggle for me this evening. A lot has gone on behind closed doors, but I'm gonna just for the fact that this program has been scheduled, I have to do what I have to do. So invite your friends and enemies as well. This program is deemed as Who Sold Mazzi NNAMDI KANU $9 million US, and is exclusive and is always on Alpha Power Media. What we do here is critical analysis, everything that borders in IPOB, and it is not prejudice. This is specifically to to redirect our people on the verge and the course we all of us are in. IPOB built under one banner and structure that everybody must adhere to. But as we can see today, a lot of things has fallen apart. But that is the promise of our leader. That's why I play the audio that I play. That word is for every single person in IPOB. We are in a very crucial moment. I'm being honest with everybody, because at the end of the day, it's not what you say, it's what your action says. Very, very important. People must be very wary of what they do and how they do it. That's all I have to say. Our leader said it. And like I said, this is Biafra Alpha Power Media. And this evening, I'm going to continue. This compasses a lot. I'm not going to be here for a long time because the time has been exhausted. I'm just going to do what I have to do. But firstly, I want to remind all of us that on the 20th of this month, which is a Monday, we're resuming back on the so-called Federal High Court, and that is imperative that everybody pay attention. Hopefully, we're going to stream that live by the grace of Chukwu Kabiam, if you give away the strength to do that on Biafra Radio. And I'm going to talk a little bit of about Shore's interview, and there's a whole lot of things that has happened. Like I said, the time is not there anymore for me this evening to actually talk about things I already meant to do. So, like, it's a bit of chaos on my own side to be able to be fair to everybody. And I have to make this clear. So now, some of us saw the interview of Sowore, which I'm aware all of us have listened to that interview, and those that are giving accolade to him. And when you look into it, you found out that some of those that are claiming to be the leadership, the cabal under the EOS, they are writing some poem, giving him accolade. That's what I said, that this program designed to actually to expose, especially those that has been hell-bent on destroying what they couldn't build. The blood of our people are crying. Onyendu is in DSS dungeon. He's going to 3 years. Next month, he's going to make it 3 years. Our leader has been held incommunicado in court, in solitary confinement, and people has got nothing to offer. All they do is just oppose. People giving. You can't give what you don't have. That is the the real fruit of what we're seeing right now. Mazzi NNAMDI KANU absence, if we call it absence. Onyendu, because they use the word absence. Onyendu being held in the SS dungeon has exposed a lot of things and the way people are behaving. But I want to let you know that all these things is being said. If you are a student of Radio Biafra and ardent follower of Mazzi NNAMDI KANU and understand what IPOB is all about, you shouldn't be wary of what is happening. For me, I'm not surprised. All these things happened on 2015, 16, 17, 18 before Nyeni surfaced again. And the same pattern is repeating itself again. The history has repeated itself. And I think on this verge, just like what our leader said, he said in next 2 weeks is going to be pivotal. He said within inside and outside, within in and external, and that was what happened. That prophecy came to pass. He was kidnapped in Kenya and extraordinary rendition to zoo. And the ball is in all of us court. Everybody must be held accountable in their own act. Believe me, at the end of the day, no one should judge anybody. As at this point in time we are in, I see that is very, very crucial. Moreover, 30th of May is the commemoration of our people, those that have failed in the struggle, and which we're going to hold it worldwidely on IPOB, those that still standing strong, those 100 men in counting that still see themselves, that they understood why we're here, because the time has come. And that is why you can tell from every ramification that it is the time and the prophecy has come to pass. Only say 100 men, and 100 men might be one in each country of the world, if you can find one man that is sincere, because it's the test of time that can define. And the purpose why we came is very simple: is equity, fairness, and justice. In the Igbo language. My hands must be clean. You can't speak ill against your fellow comrades. All of us are under oath, and this is why we have stayed steadfast on what we do. Regardless who might be involved, we speak the truth at all times and lay down the consequences. That's what our leader taught us. As long as you know you're doing the right thing, it's been backed up in our code of conduct. For those that understood what our conduct entails, do yourself a favor to get that, into your, get it accustomed, that will help you in to navigate around this particular struggle and everything we do, because I believe that all of us are doing one thing in life, in professional. So every work sector in the world, even if you own a company, you must have a code of conduct that guides your company. So I don't understand why people that join IPOB as a volunteer, it couldn't be when it suits you. I don't care who you are. What I believe is that people must act. How do you know that you are a very sincere person? In the workplace, there's camera everywhere. But exception of camera, what do you do in a closed door when there's someone is looking over your shoulder? Tell us who you are. It's not something people have to. You don't have to be the one to sell yourself. People have to sell you. Like our leader, we speak on behalf of our leader because we know he's been tried and tested. That's why some of us will die. Some of us have left everything we are doing. Some of us have forfeited so many things because people have died. So it is important. Onyendu instituted 30th of May. And to remember those that have died after the war. No one remembers our people. Only in Biafra, only our people that died were never remembered. And Onyendu made it possible that today those that have failed are joining to fight this cause. And those that have failed recently, including Akola Menda and his men, that was sabotaged and murdered in cold blood, all of them, we shall remember them on the 30th of May. Now, I want to just talk lightly on Shore's interview. And I got a whole lot of other things I'm going to touch tonight. But don't forget that China Sanworu's last broadcast, second to the last broadcast of the 13th of April, which I delved into last week when I was here. I still got about 10 minutes on the one I've extracted that I want to talk about I want to analyze. Because this men are the real issue we have, even in Biafra land. There's a couple of words I'm going to pray. I'm going to talk about things. I'm not going to allow the audience to play a lot. I'm going to talk over them because I know some of you have seen them. But at least let's see Shores and what he says. And I remember when Onyendu hold a joint interview with Shore, I think in 2021 or 22, if I'm not mistaken, in the United States of America. He's fighting for Nigeria, to a better Nigeria. And he never opposed what we are doing. Sahara Reporter used to write against us, but all these things were settled scores as we go forward. But today, he's being held as well. And I think he's doing the right thing for coming out and speaking, say it the way it's. So I have to acknowledge him, on here platform as we go forward.
What you must know is that NNAMDI KANU is being held hostage on behalf of the famed unity of Nigeria. That's what it's all about. It's as simple as that. If you mention his name in certain circles, they don't want to hear it because they feel like he threatens the real estate called Nigeria. And his Igbo makes it worse because Nigeria's DNA hates the Igbo for attempting, in the 60s and, towards the end of the 70s, to leave a country they said is no longer favorable to their existence. But I keep saying, and I will repeat here again, is there any Nigerian out there in their majority who has not mentally seceded from Nigeria? Not many. That's why people are living in droves. Each time you get on a plane leaving this country is full, each time it's coming back, probably full too, but it is those who are coming back to pack their things that are coming back. That's the way I describe it. But the truth is that NNAMDI KANU has been held hostage. He was abducted from Kenya, extraordinary rendition. The fact that he's kidnapped from Kenya could not be.
The reason why I'm playing this audio, I know a lot of people have heard it. This is somebody that is talking about our leader, but the question is, what is this? Those that we are supposed to speak about Mazzi Nnamdi telling DSS to kill Mazzi Nnamdi, because that's not into that audio. We have given credit, but what he's saying, but the same person tweeted, there's no other way to say it than the way he has said it. But your boss, your leader, your supreme leader is in DSS dungeon. He's giving them the clue and what they should do to him and what should not happen. That they should have, they got the power to kill him in Kenya. Since they couldn't kill him there, as in DSS dungeon, they could murder him there. Nothing will happen. That will make noise. Couple of months later, everybody will go about their business. That is the word of people that somebody came and tell you to be praying when you get up in the morning. It's absurdity in high, with sabitude and lying that is in their mouth, sabotaging their own selves. That is why I'm playing this audio. Like I said, this program is designed to open your third eye, if I will use that word. Your third eye is what I want to open. Some of us don't think and we forget things. Only said it. Doesn't matter how many times you repeat things on our people, they are, like goofies. They don't remember things. What's happening here? I don't know what has happened. I think that particular audio has got issue. But like I said, we have seen this audio before. And like I said, the main reason why I play that audio is because I want to clarify things. There's so many things that has happened that I really want to talk about. But, the way I should have gone through them this evening, it is a bit, this is the tweet from the so-called China Sanworu. It's talking about Sowore. There is no other way, there's no other better way to explain the plight of Mazzi Nnamdi KANU in the hands of Nigerian government after its extraordinary rendition, MMK, than what Sowore has done it in interview. No shame, you should be ashamed of yourself for opening your God to talk that rubbish. And for what I want to say tonight is that IPOB is not a pressure group. IPOB is a freedom fighting, because what they found out that they're using this so-called press list. That's what they do now, how to get money from politicians. They've been doing it. Some of you forgot when was rendition. The press list, they put them, we didn't know what happened. They mentioned host of the politician's name at the back of them, including if I knew back. Later they have to produce, they have to unveil another press list that if Anuba wasn't part of those that sold onion, contradicting all these things that we are doing. Then we are like, okay, we don't know what is happening. But now it's more evidently to everybody. Now, this issue of EEDC, which is I think is a electricity provider in the southeast. I think Emeko is involved in it. They're getting involved in a private sector that had nothing to do with them because of Ifeanyi Ejiofor. This is how they have destroyed their own self to bring themselves so down low. They get involved. Now they're canvassing. So how did anybody gonna take you serious? The IPO president have turned out to oppress people, to threaten people, because there's audio I'm going to play here. People talk about threatening. How many people that are cheating us and won't have threatened? Even if Ejimako, there's audio that he openly threatening Ejimako that is going to do this and do that thing. We have shown you all these things, but we just continue to remind you guys that is it there. So you know, I mean, like I said, I got a lot of stuff I wanted to talk about tonight, but I'm gonna try. And another thing again, there's, you know, I put Emmanuel before. There's a propaganda they carried about Emmanuel, Meme, which only the youngest brother. They went ahead and said that Meme wrote something. And what this is, I'm just showing it. All these things has been published before, but this schedule with this program to get it in a compact, like I said, package for people to remember. Because everything we do is a documentary, so you can fall back on them tomorrow. So everybody must be held accountable on their own art. It's just a matter of time. Now, this is a Meme's 2 social media account to contrary with what they wrote. And you can see what this guy wrote here. Hello, Chupu. I think later they deleted it. And the person that wrote this thing is not, the person is Emmanuel, say Emmanuel, Prince Emmanuel. You know, Prince Emmanuel has never come out dirty publicly to insult and damn the wife of Mazzi NNAMDI on social media. The question is, why should he ask him why? Now, they say all these things without being known. Now, this Emeka Gift said that he deleted his own tweet, his own message, because the first person that wrote this, I saw it, but I didn't screenshot it. He said, I deleted my last post about Emmanuel KANU, but still, these people are horrible. Even as he has blackmailed himself by saying things that was lie, they still don't have it. I don't know what these people, he claiming that, I don't know. But I just don't want to care if you love Mazzi NNAMDI with his siblings. That's not my issue. But the fact is that you guys are disseminating false information, misleading our people. What we fought against is what you guys are doing right now. So how are you going to stand in front of BBC or any media talking about fake news? You guys have become the architect of fake news in the highest order. The fake news we fought against. I remember what IPOB fought against BBC, CNN. My first Facebook account was deleted by Facebook when Radio Biafra Facebook was deleted because of our tenacity, how we stand firm. Today, you guys are carrying fake news. Now, I just showed you. They lied, and this is how they've been lying. Just like they say, KANU want to take over IPOB. I ask you guys, I've challenged any of you. Give me audio, video, I'm repeating it tonight again. Because that is why I would say, who sold Mazzi NNAMDI? Those are accusing people their hand. Chino Sanwo was no phone with Onyendu, you don't know was kidnapped. That monster, whatever he is. Right? Now, anything that happened now is saga to them. There's a video I'm going to play. I'm not playing this video for, you know, it's not a saga, but there's something I want to point out here. About this, our brother, that's this guy, this soldier guy that is in Russia. That the film, he made a video.
No.
I think, yeah.
Listen from MAZI. In government local governments.
Nah. The reason why I'm putting this up is that, you know, when Kettle is calling pot black, is where I have a problem. Because at the end of the day, they jumped in this issue. The soldier guy himself have made his plight addressing Simon or whatever. I don't want to go into deep or whatever they've done. But my issue on this is that now they're turning it into saga. I'm asking you, what is different, you guys, on what Simon is doing and what you guys are doing? Simon is not a member of IPO, but you have given a standard order that said nobody should respond to Simon and IPO. Only said it openly. This thing here, for me, it is detrimental to Simon, and the guy directed it to Simon. And some of them saying that they are the one that 1,000 teeth, said that he's one that moves speedily and contact the Russian family. The guy didn't mention anybody's name. He said Russian family, which I think he's very smart and know how to put his words. Sometimes people, how you present word is what matters. But the reason why I'm revealing this is that all of you are in this together. So you shouldn't exclude yourself, because this has been the issue. Focusing on Simon and Ekpa for people to not know what you guys are doing. And there's no better thing you guys have presented to Biafra since when he was kidnapped. And that is what the finance, all of you come together to fight against the finance. to make sure that the head of finance do not see the light of the day. The attack of the head of finance, I've got the audio here, the only started, but all this I'm not playing them tonight. Probably whenever I have time again to do program, I might coordinate this back on. But like I said, I'm going to stay true on this. I'm not going to dwell on it too much. Yeah, but and some of them, I think there's something I want to show here. When they said that 1 minute, it's okay. I don't know why this guy to say much.
Based here in Russia.
1 second.
Currently serving in Russian army. Lately,
That's something I want to pull up. If it's not coming up, they're right up the roads. But to be honest with you,
so bro, it is totally unacceptable to me. So today, which is 12th of May, I mandate.
Yeah, these are all their fake news. So that you just combine all of them together. So who is telling the truth? We don't know who is telling the truth because all of them are in the same lead. I'm gonna let this go. To be honest, like I said, I will stay before I come to the main audio that I came here. This is the things we need to talk about. You know what? I'm not playing this audio because a particular audio I want to deal with this audio. I won't have time to talk about it. There's something I want to play, and after that, I'll go to China Sazmoru's broadcast. Like I said, I'm trying to analyze it and end this broadcast. You know, I had enough, so I'm not playing this. So because I needed to get this part. I have to analyze it. There's the audio that I'm supposed to talk about with both of this audio. I won't be able to do it now. Now, there's a particular audio that came out, and they're like a threat concerning the 30th of May. And I heard some of them coming out to put disclaimer to that tape. But there's no need for someone to try to defend what that audio said, because that was what has happened. Obviously, it has been like a trend between when China Sanwo-Olu come on Radio Biafra. This is what he does, threatening people. We have tons of evidence. So whoever has sent that audio, the reason why I'm repeating, because anytime Onyendi is going to call, they will come up with something. I want to sign it as warning, but I want you to listen to this audio. This audio is in Igbo language, and this is a threat. IPOB does not threat since we started doing sit at home. Never a time that we issue threat to our people, but it was very clear. They can use anybody, and the title they gave him. So over time, we see so many audios, videos, they're mentioning people's name. People can, anytime there's a rumor, there's an atom of truth on it. There's no need to beating about the bush because the person have validated it by his own words. So I want to play this audio, then I want to talk over it. And yeah, before I go into this last audio, please.
O nwere ọkwa nchọrọ ịma now biko our GOC ekwugo ya before, but achọkwa m ka m repeat ya here because some of us na dị so deaf that a ga-agwa ha okwu agaghị anọ, and many people ha wee ike feel not just a normal thing biko. So, on 30th.
Now, the GOC, now, China Sanwo-Olu is one that calling GOC. And I don't know where this GOC come from. I don't know who gave him GOC. I don't know who elected him. I don't know who gave him the position. So far as I'm concerned, I never heard of it. So that is why I personally want to, because this is an Igbo language, but this is a threat for 30th of May. Someone issued this threat for 30th of May. IPOB never forced anybody to sit at home. Regardless of what is happening, the sit at home that is working Biafra land is out of their negligence. They disobey MAZI and the burden is on their shoulders because now people don't listen to what they say. No one takes it. How can someone take you serious when you don't listen to your leader? I want you to tell me how that works. It doesn't work. The day you guys disobey MAZI and we start warning everybody. We must fight. Everybody, they started the blackmail. No, you have to listen to leadership. There's no leadership without MAZI and it doesn't exist. It doesn't. There is one thing, there's one audio that's supposed to play. That's what I'm saying. My head is all over the place. But let this play. There's an audio they are supposed to play, which I didn't bring it up. But let this play because there's something I want to correct before I start China. I won't lose what is it called? Tape. I know. Let this play.
Everybody know ever. Zie nne gị na nna gị na ụmụnne gị, cousins, brother, whatsoever. Zie ha that na achọrọ ihu onye ọbụla n'iro. Ma ị na-apụta iro si ị na-aga chọọchị. Ma ị na-apụta iro na ị na-aga ahịa ma anywhere ị na-aga. Achọghị inweta mmadụ n'iro. Onye abịakwa n'ebe a bịa baa akwa. Say that na ha gbagburu nne ya ma ọ na agbagburu nna ya. Ma na agbaburu anybody related to you. Abịakwa n'ebe a gị beshi anyị ntị.
To those that don't understand it, but this is a voice note that was sent in a particular forum, and before you let publicly, an individual issuing a warning and threat people to be worried on 30th of May. But this is they're doing it under the so GAC or whatever they call this moron. Nobody knows who he is. Now, this is very, 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 very important. People know this has got nothing to do with IPOB because they always do this when Onion is going to court. These are the moles within IPOB. And I don't know how somebody can send this in a family forum. If it's a family forum, I don't know. But it was made public. And they have some of the attacking dog came to defend it that is not their boss that sent them. People saying it by themselves. Anytime they went wrong, they try to, cover up. Just like when the Sena Palawa Mende and his men and Korn and Django meant to murder all of them. China will come on the river told that, we sent them, but we didn't ask them to go. But they went to Italy and collected 8 million plus to go and sew fake Fendi for them. All these things, there's records are there. They know what they were doing. Now, this one has come out, but I'm putting up a disclaimer here. This got nothing to do with IPOB. 30th of May is our commemoration. Even in this country, countries hold memorials, but you don't force your people. They have to do it willingly. And IPOB has never done it because it's her own conscience have to judge you. So I don't know when they start of them because the person that mentioned his name, this is his death squad. They are the one threatening people, killing people in Biafra at will. This is not what we're begging for. When you have already made it clear that they want Biafra land to be calm. So people issuing threat again on top of that is something I don't understand. That's why I say whenever they focus on Simon Ekpa, allow Simon Ekpa, whatever he's doing, let him carry on doing it. Now he's on his own. I want to be the prime minister of Finland. It's entirely up to him. Focus on your own agenda. We had this issue on 2015-16. Tony Nadi was shouting about roadmap. When Kiforen and his men decamped, they went to Tony Nadi. They couldn't do anything at the end of the day. Allow them to have a few days. You allow them from the beginning. And what brought me, see that audio, that's why I say my head is all over the place. That particular audio that I played, the soldier audio that I played, the reason why I play that audio is because I want to remind Chika Paul Edoziem and Hapani and the cohort that when Simon ever started in Europe here, they have the opportunity because what this guy did, it doesn't matter how many people come out from attacking dog from Simon Epa talking nonsense. The guy already made himself clear. Before you use my video, you have to, and this is right. This is right to say that. If it doesn't allow you to use it, you don't have the right to use it. He's a Biafra, he's not the only Biafra. There's so many Biafra soldiers. Because he's wearing flag doesn't give you the gut to use it without telling him. Or someone lying that is their so-called, I don't know what they call them. It don't make any sense. But the guy had to put a stop on it. But the so-called dogs allowed Simon Ekpa when he started. That's the reason why I said my head was all over the place. But I have a reason why I brought that audio video up. And that is why I'm explaining to you now. I don't have to play that video. But let me give you the background of what that guy did. Because when Simon started using IPOB name and Mazzi NNAMDI, if Chika Paul Edoziem and his cohort, which we suggested, we have when they have a panel on what's it called in this useless guy that in Germany and Jackson that lives in Italy on so-called Rapture Media. We have a panel there. I remember the day we brought up this talk about having a restraint order. Some of them don't understand what restraint order is. You can't sue somebody without establishing there's a crime committed. So first of all, that person have to acknowledge that is doing something wrong with your name. That is what the guy do publicly. Because if someone carry on with that again, that the guy have right to do whatever he wants to do. That is what Chike Doziem and his cohort failed to do, because all of them was in the same camp. And George Umeh was the first person that was supposed to take a move. When this matter come up and we clarify that is not suing, you can't sue somebody that have not committed any crime. You have to give him warning. And that was what KANU did. Who actually a letter of communicated Simon Elba, like I said, communication first. Acknowledge there's a letter sent to you. You receive it. Because if you want to take up with him firstly, it's because of the acknowledged letter. You've already been warned. Desist from doing X, Y, Z. If he carries on doing that, there's something will happen to him. That is what that young man did. But you guys now have taken it as second. What you couldn't do, a single individual did it. 1,000 teeth in Austria said that there was a time he was collecting email. The whole Finland parliamentarians that is going to do X, Y, Z. All these things are fallacy. Because all of them was collecting money. He had one in South Africa saying that after he collected money, because they allowed them. The reason why they were fighting Twitter and everybody want to be finance minister. Yeah, everybody now is in charge of money. That was what happened. But you know one thing, that's the reason why I brought that video. And you know, my mind gone off it. That's why I have to pause to explain it, because I didn't bring it because I want to talk about what they are doing, but I want to let them understand that what they couldn't do, even they're telling me to go about it and Abba will sign. Am I the one working for you? Doing your job? When I found out that this man are evil man, because on virtue of that, they will have issue in UK here about company house. That's why I pull up. I told Mazzi, I said, no, this man are compromised. He's my witness. I said, this men have compromised. But let's watch. It's a judge, let's manage them. But one man have just done it, and you guys are running around like a nitwit, talking nonsense. I'll continue with this video.
Because that theater got very, 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 very tight more than before. You got to go? One nigga on army, one nigga on a police, one nigga on a Air Force, on a Navy, whatsoever. In here, open on a zoo, chineke poroko. Gwa now. Na that day, na ye zuzu puta wana side. Na ye you kwene that their useless clothes zuzu puta aside. Because iga abia na platform abakwa. So 30th of May, districtly, everybody gano kechete ndi nwuranwu. Kechete ndi nananya ha nwuranwu.
Yeah, but you don't have to threaten people saying that, you know, I have a good case, but the case have died on arrival. Like I said, it's a disclaimer. This has nothing to do with IPOB and MAZI and NNAMDI. We don't threaten people. 30th of May, we all know, is a day everybody sit back in our homeland, and those abroad, we commemorate to remember our fallen heroes. We started this from 2014, and we are doing it today. It's become a ritual for us, and we will remember our fallen heroes. So, like I said, this is the dealings of Chinasa Nworu and his gang of criminals. Now, there's something I want to play here, because there's something they pull off and talked about Onyendu. I want to explain it before I go and move forward on his audio, because now I'm going to go to Chinasa Nworu's audio. I want you to listen what our leader said. And Chinasa Nworu said about his sister. Then we'll compare the two. Very important.
International.
He has a mind of his own. If I stop living up to expectation, this same IPOB that I set up will reject me.
This is the propaganda they're peddling, because Chinasa Nworu tweeted this, and people that share this in his Twitter handle, I marveled, because sometimes now Onyendu have not stopped living up to his expectation. That's why I still remain in DSS dungeon. Are you living up to your expectation? Bring me to the word that Onyendu said. Like in this flyer, you see where he said, Onyendu said it. I will not disappoint you, but you will be the one to disappoint me. That's our leader's words. So now, has Mazzi disappointed us in any shape or form? Of course, the answer is no. Has ever you had Mazzi defending any of his brother? Have you ever had any Mazzi brother getting involved in affairs of IPOB? Because as it stands today, Mazzi is Kanu and Mazzi's elder brother. It's like if I'm in prison today, you cannot come there. It's my immediate family. So your point of contact after the judge or whatever is them. It's fact of life. IPOBs are fair. So first time George Umeh is involved. They are not. You see people going to them to ask them questions. When Onyendu was kidnapped, you guys went to call KANU. He didn't come and call you guys. He called in KANU. So how are they meddling into act? They have not given anybody order or they like KANU is a member of IPOB. So his activities lie with IPOB's activities. Point out things that when it's going wrong. But he can't blame him because he's previewed that Onyendu's younger brother, some information will come to him before even it come to you guys. And that's the real of life. You can't change that. If you don't like it, then let Chike bundle yourself and go into the zoo and join our leader in DSS dungeon. So your own brothers and sisters now will be involved, which of course they are involved. You can do that. So now you want to justify this because every time you guys are looking for chips, you want to score anything you guys do right now will turn against you guys. So I want you to compare Mazzi Kanu's voice and what he said. And if he's standing on it and listen to Chinasa, because Chinasa will tweet this. And people that were sharing this, it is quite pathetic. That's all I have to say. But let's listen.
Do you know that?
Yes.
And IPOB does not belong to me. Biafra does not belong to me. It doesn't belong to my family. It belongs to all of us.
Yes.
That's a very Onyendu is very transparent. That's why I say if Onyendu wanted his brothers to be having position in IPOB, like I said, none of you will object from the beginning. Which KANU was there in the UK here? Which of you can attest to that? Right? It doesn't wonder. Until tomorrow morning, I don't see any of them. Somebody was talking to me today. I said, KANU don't even have time. He's not interested because if it's power hunger, if there's some people actually that in their position that these people want something, they will get it. That's the fact. If they want that money, they will get money. We won't hear about the money. That's the truth. They won't let their two parents die because of they want money. Of course not. Some of us still have their own parents. That's done. Now listen to China Sanwo-Olu's voice. China Sanwo-Olu lives in the desert, and China Sanwo-Olu is just he is Middle East rep. So what concerns China Sanwo-Olu with Europe to have the temerity to call the Italian national coordinator threatening him because of his sister? That's where you see people now that is tweeted this particular Onyendu's video. But this is China Sanwo-Olu threatening Italian national coordinator. I want you to compare the two voices.
Suspension. Because as long as I know, him will only know that is only request always document na and tally. Nambi kome kwa maze dossier mo. Ma ano me kwa maze abaye. We man maze abaye na won. Diko to amuna gi kporo ya na. You know na won. For this issue can come in the morning. And I will speak to Master Dossier immediately. See, I become later and they tally. Maybe not in connection, maybe because all my sister. And who were there? Let alone no tally. Let him with them. I'm going to do no ya. With that letter hand you over. We don't need a translation or anything.
You know, I said this from the beginning. There's an error somewhere here. So what concerns China Sanwo-Olu on Italian have a national coordinator? I don't understand the translation. Why must China Sanwo-Olu be the mediator between? Now we talk about meddling. He just said it when Onyendu was there. Maybe Onyendu wasn't aware all these things was going on, because I'm trying to figure out that I'm in UK here. that Tina Sawori will be the one to translate letter for us. Translation, you can done it. It's very simple. That's so ability with even Google Doc. So I don't understand. I don't get it. And the man is telling you that his one has been doing it to get letter through Aban, but Austin Aban is the Italian, he's the European web that is supposed to be communicating with us, a national coordinator. And somebody that lives in desert, and now he's been the one mediating between both of you. So there's an error somewhere here. So we'll talk about family business. You are meddling, you live in where you live, you don't pay. There's nothing that comes from Kuwait in IPOB that will remember. They take from IPOB, they never give back. Nobody was coming from that particular part of the world. Even Mourinho was here. That's why he suspended from IPOB. With your own mouth, he said it. So now, Ojedu made it clear. This we played before. But you went to Italy to go and kill Italian national coordinator. So I just want to clear that. Mazzi Nnamdi what Ojedu said, our Ojedu word remains his words. It doesn't change. And people must be wary. Like I said, my job is to do what? To analyze it to a layman perspective. Maybe you will have your common sense to understand that this is not about you or me. This is about Biafran and IPOB at large. So many people have paid the ultimate price that we are sitting here talking about Biafra. That is the fundamental. And like I said, I don't have to continue playing this. Some of you have had this voice before, and I have made it available in all our social media platform. What he said and the threat, but they're quick to go and upload Onyendu's video. Let's listen to it a bit before I take it off.
So actually, because of this particular one letter,
he's questioning about his sister being suspended. So if your IPOB is not a family business, he called a whole national coordinator. I'm asking him questions that's outside your jurisdiction. That's where we have a problem. Fundamental error. He has no power to do that, to stop it. He claims. I want to leave it there, but because let me go into the main thing. The reason why I bring this back is that Tina Sanwo-Olu and your sister, you guys must understand that as long as we live here, anything you guys say, we will come back and give you evidence to buttress what you have done contrary to it. Like I said, if you have to come to equity, you must come with a clear hand. That's what it's all about. There's no back door. That's how I see it. So let's go to your audio. I think I've gone up to, if I'm not mistaken,
bring your big.
I've gone up to 10 minutes on this. I think something somewhere around here. If you allow me to bring it there.
Where I
So
our people, encourage them to raise money. Part of this conspiracy. He is the one, whatever they plan, he comes out and says to some coordinators, give them that, hey, Mazzi Nnamdi Kanu, he don't work with this DOS again. He was the one engineering some talk on the background. When they took him and went for one oracle, and he swore with them, with the family siblings of Mazzi Nnamdi Kanu, they give him some things to drink. After that, he become a conspirator to destroy IPOB, to destroy Tina Sanwo-Olu and Chike Doziem. That man. And after he have done the job for them,
this is where I stopped you last week. I don't want to comment on this because it's an eyesore for me. This guy outrightly insulted Onyendu's in-law. He's on record. I've dealt with this issue. I won't comment on it again. I just want to move forward with the rest of the, slush that is thought to talk over them, to analyze them. That's all I have to say.
Now he's down. May Chukwokika help him. Due to these people that we want to protect IPOB. They seize the funds for IPOB to move forward. When they have seized the fund, withdraw all their monies, they turn around and they say, Doziem do this, a stop account. Ask them, the money you people move out from one place to another. Tina Sanwo-Olu, I don't know. But they continue. Why I'm saying this is I want to lay a basic information for you people understand where I am going. How they want to destroy the leadership of IPOB because they are working for one group or the other. Sometimes people ask us, hey, you say they are working for the government or this and you don't know how the government work. Government can use you, destroy people. At the end of the day, they destroy you. Example, look at Chinasa Waneri in Imo State. The Togre, how he has been moving around, killing people in the name of hope. Where is he today? The day he will go down, nobody, even the hope will not come for him. The same way the governors use criminals, intimidate people, kill people, just for them to get, at the end of the day, they finish, they put you in jail. But they were working for you. But the rules of Mazzi NNAMDI KANU sibling.
Narcissists, narcissists, the way they think, they always blame people for their own acts. What they do, they blame you for their own error. That's narcissists, yeah? Now, I allow him to talk because at the end of the day, he talked about finance. And like all of us saw this evening, the head of finance came on air and called countries that are not contributing under IPOB. Those are claiming they're the IPOB, they're not contributing money. The question, just like, you see, the problem we have in IPOB is people not sticking to their own, what you have in the portfolio you've been given, because all of you was handpicked and be structured by one supreme leader. Give you your assignment and what you must do and must not do. Everybody should abide on that particular banner. So accounts you're talking about and money. What concerns you with money? Italian account, they went into Italian account and break into Italian account. He's privy because his sister was the person that was secondary to that account and what they did there. Italy, in Germany, they went there to commit fraud and the account was closed. He's there. They have not told us what outcome of that case in Germany. We're still waiting for them to tell us. I don't know what has happened. So what position are you to speak over finance? Second, he explained about Chinasa. Thank God that person Chinasa in Imo, the person named there is Chinasa. So there's something about Chinasa's name. He comes from Obingwa. So there's a cause on top of that name. A saboteur must always be a saboteur. He called the person's name, what is doing in Imo State. Your name is Chinasa as well. So he must be your cousin. So the same thing you're explaining, just like now, I hope your name is looking for you. I think you're run to Australia. The same thing that you explain, that's why I said anything that this guy says is talking to himself. He's talking to himself because Hope man is looking for Chinas and Wolu. The same Chinas and Wolu you guys know, nobody know who he is. This one we see in his picture here, we can't confirm it. Right? He ran away and gone to Australia. He's on record. But he's just explaining his own ordeals. That's what he's telling you guys. And some of you are listening. God help us.
Everything they do was deliberate. Kalonta and NNAMDI now from their own armed group called Motherland. They use it, threatening people, tell people.
Well, what did I say to you? Anything he said, I said this from the beginning. When I started talking about China, I made it open. I said this guy have a pathological hatred to Mazzi NNAMDI KANU. Before he start coming out hard on me. You know, when we speak sometimes, some people will not understand. If you're not in spirit, you think maybe I don't talk ill about it. So I'm under oath. Before I speak, I know. And I'm sure, at least I will be 80% sure because I know I'm going to go against spirit. Motherland, you hear someone, or you are just playing here, somebody is in a group threatening people. What they do. When he formed, how many groups have he formed? He was the first person that started fronting different groups. That man this, that man that. Remember that one time they have a cadet in Arochukwu. After that in Arochukwu, the Nigerian military went there and massacred our people in Arochukwu. Some of you have forgotten that. Some of you, just like the way they kill Akwala Menda and his men, any place they go, they will give them leave. Go there and massacre them. Very pathetic. I told you I'm going to play here at the end of this program for cowards.
I will kill you. You do. Even to a point, a governor called one of the top officials of IPOB in the media. I'm asking these questions. This thing you people are doing, is this the way to get Biafra?
He's actually talking about himself, because the governor is talking about who Uzodinma, and who top official is talking about him. He's telling you about, like I said, he's telling you about his ordeal. You see this particular narration this guy is giving here. Sanwo is telling you what he's doing with Hope Uzodinma. He said one top official. What is IPOB top official doing with the governor? Ask him that question. What is IPOB top official doing with the governor? Call one of top official and ask him this thing you guys are doing. Is him with Hope Uzodinma. All of them are together, including Chike Doziem. Did we know that he went back home and go and marry? If not, the time he was talking about Madam Nenya in audio we have narrated before. And he didn't tell that Onyendu travel without telling them. And let's see how Onyendu is going to come out of this. What have all these audios? Like I said, there's nothing you guys have said we've forgotten. We have all of them kept for you on a rainy day. Like I said, I want to analyze this quickly because it's getting late. You know.
The person said, what are we doing? He said, this thing that Mazzi NNAMDI KANU and his siblings, the person tried to defend Mazzi NNAMDI KANU. He told him, you know why I'm saying? Are you people putting first another side? He said, I am a governor. I have every report coming on my table. Are you people not aware that the siblings of Mazzi NNAMDI KANU are threatening people with armed men? Their own armed group.
Did you hear what he said? He said the person trying to defend Mazzi NNAMDI KANU. I hope you heard what he said. That the person trying to defend Mazzi NNAMDI KANU, because he's roping onion inside of this. On this particular broadcast, that's where the Nigeria government, since he failed to kill onion, he came out because, you know, like now, I don't know where he's hiding right now, because their last attempt they made, the swear they made, the thing that will resurrect them didn't work. So now all of them are in their shell. The enemy at the gates is coming up. This one that is like they said, he has old overnight because evil. Yeah, evil. When you turn evil, then evil will swallow you. That's what's happening to Chike. All of them, I said, all of them will die miserably. Anything I say, go and mark my word down. You see the media war, how they're attacking each other right now, how miserable they all of them are. I told them the day they define a fellow people. I warn all of them. I say all of you will come back. Because you see this struggle. You might pretend, you might give yourself title, you might claim that you're this, you're that. It doesn't work. When you expose yourself, and like I said, you see in this struggle, I don't leave anybody. You'll be doing things. The day I will remember you, you understand that, George, I don't send anybody. I don't. Because my own, when I come with evidence. I see you, I don't talk, I can never say anything without proving it. Some people say we talk about security in Biafra land, bollocks. It's open. The guy have threatening people, evidences are there. So there's nothing to hide anymore. So this Jingolo, what is going to come on Radio Biafra on 30th of May to come and mock Akwalawa Mende? That day when you come, ask him. What did they do after Akwalawa Mende and his man was murdered? They said they're going to revenge. They said it open, they're going to avenge that death. What has happened till tomorrow morning? To tell you that these men are evil. They are evil. They murdered over 100 guys that day in Aba. They went to Italy and collected over 8.something million to go and save Fendi, to mock Mazzi NNAMDI KANU. Everything they do is to mock our leader. Sowing Fendi is to mock Mazzi NNAMDI KANU. It is not solidarity. It's mock. With money that we didn't have. At the end of the day, they gave them a specific who they would kill. Akwalawa was shot at the coast branch. We have all the video and everything. Cynthia Peters is in the UK today, living in Nottingham. They compensated her to bring her to the United Kingdom. These are the men, evil people. All the money they stole from all corner, look and cry. What have they done with it? Like I said, our job is to remind you, because as it stands right now, the struggle has taken a different route. I didn't know they did like this will come. And some of us are aware, and we are not going anywhere. We are here. It doesn't matter what it takes. As long as I know what I say, I don't, contrary to my oath, because I'm talking about my generation. Very important to me. But I know I can only speak for myself as I stand right now. I wouldn't vouch for anybody. I'm being honest.
The person said, we are not aware. He said, if you people are not aware, that means you people are deceiving yourselves. You cannot tell me you are IPOB. You don't get information. You don't know that the brother of Mazzi KANU has his own armed men. They are using to threaten people in the name of IPOB. But he called them motherland. And one of the commanders of this is called Ebeneri. They are the one now doing many kidnapping. In Anambra, if you hear Ebeneri, he's the head of that motherland.
You see,
committing.
The one thing I would tell people, China Sanwo-Olu, because he's hiding, the guy has done too much damage, because this guy started calling commanders' name, those that couldn't follow their criminality. China Sanwo-Olu wasn't in, he's not a commander. It's not the TSO as you guys, whatever title you guys are giving him, like we're in the zoo now. You tell me, where did he qualify? Who gave him that title? When Onyendu made it open to the world, who is in charge? Every president of a country, as we stand today, we are freedom fighters, is in charge. Chief of staff of every country is the president or prime minister or whatever you might call it. As a stand, Onyendu have made it open in numerous, even the day ESM was veiled. Where was China Sanwo-Olu that day? Who knows China Sanwo-Olu? Have you heard of him before? Rather than he come on radio Biafra? No. Because he's a failure. His job was maybe for our leader. You know, so you think he's alive. You know? So, like I said, let him continue.
Or kidnapping. They cannot, because they want to destroy the leadership. They were looking people they will use to confront ESN, confront IPOB volunteers. They went gaga, trying to destroy IPOB.
And Mazzi, this issue, the Nigerian government, they are tagging everything to IPOB.
Yes.
How you see how it's highly complicated, because
Mazzi,
we cannot deny
that is why, Mazzi,
go on.
Let me tell you, the Nigerian government, do you see them talking? Do you see them come on social media talking? I used to tell our people, the DSS, forget about.
Yeah, just I need to take a quick break, just 1 minute. I wanted to deal with this audio. If I can't deal with this audio tonight, 1 minute. Yeah, welcome back, fellow comrade. Yeah, definitely. To be honest, I'm gonna close this program right now. I have an emergency I need to attend to. To be fair, time is not on my side any longer. I will definitely close this program and continue wherever I stop on the next episode. I'm gonna go deep on this. So yeah, a lot has happened today, and I'm just gonna call it a night, fellow comrade and lovers of freedom. Appreciate all of you for showing interest and coming on as it stands right now. But I will call it a night because I have a little bit of an emergency I need to attend to. But Chukwu will continue to guide and protect all of us. Chukwu, most importantly, on Monday, we're definitely going to connect in Abuja to tell you all the happiness in Abuja. Good night from here.